It's Sunday, and this is the look of an exhausted man who has been working on something for way too long. All right, let me go show you. We put the 16s back on the truck. One of my 19.5s was bent. It's wearing the tire funny, causing a pretty bad vibration. And when I took that wheel off, I noticed there was actually a hairline crack in that wheel. So glad I found it when I did. Tires are still great, except for the one that got a little chopped up. Let's see if I can get this door closed on my trailer. For the wind blows it off the tracks or something. This wind has been unbearable here recently, so I'm kind of hiding behind this trailer. But so I'm glad I took them off and found that. Will I go back to them? Maybe, probably, but I knew I couldn't get a new wheel and a new tire at least in time to get on the road. So bought 4 brand new tires for the 7.3, and the stock wheels I still had laying here. And the nice part is I buy my tires most of the time from Priority Tire, and I get them off of eBay out of all places. They got the best price and free shipping, and you pretty much get whatever you want from Priority. I order trailer tires, truck tires, whatever it is off of there, and they come out of Allentown, Pennsylvania. So I order them at 2 o'clock on Thursday, and they're here by the end of the day on Friday. So 24 hours I can have whatever I want. So I got those mounted on Saturday, and today's Sunday, I just got them put on. But the reason I'm like sitting here swinging my feet now that I'm done, one of the dually wheels being aluminum to a steel hub was really corroded on. Tried beating it, tried doing this, because I had the whole rear end of the truck jacked up. I even had it still hooked up to the trailer, and put the jacks down on the trailer because I didn't feel like unhooking. Well, what I ended up having to do was to take the outside wheel that I could get off. Took not the lug nuts that come with those wheels, because they're special lug nuts, regular factory lug nuts for this truck. Put them on like hand tight, just a little loose, and then drive it up and down the driveway, and that wheel finally popped loose. And I was able to pull it in the driveway, finish putting the wheels on. But I just got back from cleaning it. Not really cleaning it. Sprayed it down, sprayed the aluminum wheels all down. They're all corroded and pitted, but try to get all the grime from sitting outside for 6 months to a year, whatever it's been. Try to get all that off of it. Got it hooked up to the trailer, got a trailer tire swapped out, and I am done for the day. So time change has got me all messed up, and my wife is around here somewhere. Let's see if I can see her all the way back across the field, because my razor is not in the trailer right now, so I see them. Let's see how far away this camera zooms. There is my razor. Want to know how far away that is? Extremely far away. So I'm gonna have to text her and tell her to come pick me up, and let me enjoy some of this nice weather. 50 couple degrees, just a little windy, but I'll take it over the cold. So before I go for the day, the plan is, this is our stops this week. We're going from my house in Maryland, we're going up to Grove City, Pennsylvania, picking up a couple mowers for a golf course. Then we're stopping in somewhere in Ohio that's like 80 miles from there to drop off these 2 crates. From there we go out to Wisconsin. We drop the mowers off at a golf course. From there we pick up in Wisconsin, and we pick up square body Chevy on Bulgars and Welds. Very nice truck. Then from there we go down to Jamestown, Indiana, which is outside Indianapolis. We pick up an old Bronco, beautiful truck. So it's gonna look real cool going down the road with that square body and the Bronco on the trailer. From there we come south out of there down to Elkin, North Carolina, drop off the Bronco. From there we go back north up to my house, probably in Maryland, depending on the time of day. And then in the middle of the night, I'm gonna sneak in all the way out to the Hamptons in New York, all the way out on the island. So like I said before, I charged for this trip accordingly. I charged a a lot because I knew that I was going to have to go all the way out there, deal with all that, tolls, GW Bridge, all that. So that's the plan, and then we come home, and then might have a day and a half or a day left of the work week, but I might just call it the rest of the week and enjoy some time with the family. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll probably get up around 4 a.m. or so and head out, be at the golf course up in Grove City around 9 a.m., get loaded, get out to Wisconsin. Good morning, Monday morning. It is now 7:30. Got up at 4 this morning, probably left the house by 4:30. Always get up, first thing I do, put some clothes on, go out and start the truck. Let it warm up for 10, 15, 20 minutes while I get dressed. Let the dogs out if they want to go out when they hear me get up. And this morning I packed my bag, and then I was out the door. Had to stop and get fuel this morning. First thing, I had like a quarter of a tank left. And I don't know, so obviously being an owner operator, always having to pay for fuel, I'm like always looking for best quality fuel, cheapest price. So you hear me talk about mud flap all the time, and that's great when I'm out on the highway and I'm, say I'm going to Florida or whatever. Every how many miles there's a TA that has mud flap that usually has a really good price. Or you're going to get hit like a Speedway or a Quick Trip. I mean, some of the Quick Trips with a Q, I mean, some of those have like the cheapest fuel that you can get. It's cheaper than what you can get through mud flap at a TA. The reason I like TA is you don't have to go inside. If you don't know mud flap, you put your card in or whatever. It shows you the fuel station. You go in the app, you say get fuel code. Now most of the places you gotta walk in, show the cashier, they put it in, you gotta go out. TAs, you can just type it into the thing, it starts to pump and you don't even have to go inside. What I've been using, I used this a while ago, probably a couple years, 2-3 years ago, Upside. Not affiliated or anything, not trying to sell you on it. But what happens is you get cash back for purchases. All you do is go there, get fuel, go on the app, hit redeem, take a picture of the receipt, and in like 2 to 3 days you get your cash back. So where I live, fuel's generally a little cheaper than anywhere else, like right now, $3.49, $3.55, somewhere around there, but on the Upside app, I'm getting like 27 cents off a gallon. And it's good for the first 50 gallons. If you get more than that, you just stop and restart the pump, upload another receipt, and you're good. So like the past week, I got like $30 cash back. So I'm already getting the cheaper price where I am, plus more. And I just take that cash back money and like, you can transfer it to PayPal. I just put it in PayPal and my savings on PayPal, and just store that money away for whatever. Like I've been just stored money away to buy another truck. Because I don't really need another truck, but I'm like, if I can just do this by saving money certain places, like I put money away through that. Some of the cash I get, like the 5s and the 1s and 10s and stuff, throw that away, like put that away and save it up, to buy another truck. And just because I don't need it, I feel like I'm doing the right thing by using money I saved to buy one. I could just go buy one right now, but I feel guilty doing that. I'm not a big spender. I'm really not a big spender. I'd rather save my money and spend my money elsewhere. Especially during the summer. Like, we take a lot of trips. Granted, we don't pay for a place to stay when we go on these trips to the lake, but it's nice to be able to, you know, go out and buy the groceries for the, you know, for the weekend, help everybody else out, you know, pitch in, do our part because we're getting, you know, a place to stay, buy the beer for the weekend, or, you know, whatever it may be. And so I've been using that app, so I got like 27 cents off a gallon this morning, and I'll have the cash back in a couple days. So I'm always looking for ways to save money like that, because I mean, obviously the biggest expense really for me a year is fuel. $50,000 sometimes a year in fuel. That's a lot of money. But got the new tires on. This thing is riding great. Excellent. I'm very happy with these tires. The mountain balance shop is great. Everything's riding smooth. So we've got about 2 hours or so till we get to our pickup in Pennsylvania, and I'll see what I can do, get the camera out there and show you guys what we're picking up. So we're picking up these here. Got reel mowers on them. Just gonna get some boards because these don't go up all that high, to try to make it a little easier to get up the ramps. I have aluminum ramps, but he seemed to know he's done this before, so we'll get these loaded up. Well, we got our hodgepodge. That stuff's secured to the pallet. Couldn't really go across that with all the stuff they got on there, so I ain't going anywhere. And we've got 2 straps on each mower, one pulling forward, one pulling backwards. The reason we did that is to keep these from moving. They can pop up out of the baskets, like catch the grass. And same one with that one. So, oh, it's getting a little warm out here, and I'm not complaining at all. I'm gonna have to shed some clothes, but let's get our stuff cleaned up, and we'll get out of here. All right, well, I'm pulling up. I know I don't have a seatbelt on, but I'm gonna have to blindside into this guy's driveway, because the mailbox on this side, I was worried I wasn't gonna be able to get in, and it is an absolute muddy mess here. So I'm going to wait for this car to come that's coming at me, and then set myself up to get into this guy's driveway. I knew I couldn't come from the other way because of the mailbox. Driveway's not all that big. Ugh. Running out of room. The house sits right on the driveway. Yep, I'm in. I'm in it enough at least to get off the road. I just don't want to get myself into all this mud, which I'm unfortunately doing. Fortunately, I don't have much room. At least I can pull up in his, yeah, quiet down, blinkers. I can pull up in his driveway now and get myself, gotta kick myself this way to get over towards the barn. I see him back there moving his pickup now. So, this guy has a roll-off company. He comes in and out of here with roll-off containers. Wait, I'll show you the driveway when I leave. I'll show you how tore up it is. This guy is something else, that's for sure. if that's what you want to call it, but here he comes, so I'm gonna get out of here. Alrighty, well, we're unloaded. I've got try to show you this driveway, got all tore up. I think he rents this place, this house, because there's a couple cars here the last time I was here. And he just uses, he's got 3 roll-off trucks back. He's got an old Volvo cab over roll-off truck, which is neat. You see how tore up the yard is here on the right side. I mean, it's all tore up, but how soupy that is. That's what I was trying to avoid coming in through. You can see he's been through it a bunch. You see that? That's what I was trying to avoid. So now we just shoot out straight across 80. Figure out where we want to stop for the night. I gotta see how far I'll be from Chicago. Dragging my trailer through mud now. Gotta see how far I'll be from Chicago. Well, there goes the mud flinging off the truck. I just told you I cleaned it yesterday. That's what happens. But oh well. Gotta see how far my delivery is from Chicago. That's gonna kind of determine where I stop. Do I go past Chicago, or do I stop before Chicago and go through early in the morning, or around early in the morning, should I say. We'll see. I'm gonna take a break here once I find a place to park. I just wanted to get that delivered, and then I'll take a little break here and get some lunch. Good morning. We are in Columbus, Wisconsin. We are 6 minutes away from the delivery on these mowers. Nice day out, a little windy. I'm used to that by now, all it is windy. But I have yet to hear from these people on these mowers for the delivery. I talked to them on Thursday. Told them I'd pick up on Monday, deliver Tuesday. Called yesterday, text yesterday, no answer. So it's a country club, so I'm just gonna show up. Country clubs are usually, well, most country clubs have a golf course, but some don't. As weird as that sounds. Some are just a place for people to go get drunk. But they're usually, maintenance and everything's usually there pretty early. Getting the course ready and everything for the day. But with it being the end of winter up here, even though it is nice now, I don't know if the course is open or what. Anyways, usually maintenance is there early, so I can, someone will be there to accept them, and then I'll worry about getting paid. Which I'm not really worried about. But why I really turned the camera on is to say, you're better off just doing things yourself. I just text customer for the pickup I have to make that's an hour south from here. And I was like, hey, should be there between 10 and 11. I'm almost delivered here in Columbus. I'm about an hour from you, so I got a text back from the guy. He's like, oh shoot, they told me you'd be there after 3:15. I'm like, 3:15? Where does that time come from? When I'm coming from 11, 12 hours away, 3:15 is oddly specific. So there was some type of miscommunication somewhere. And I should have just called him myself. But they said they would let him know, and that here's his number for Tuesday when you need it. So, my fault. I should have just called myself, but he said he's gonna try and have his dad meet me over there. He just messaged me. He'll have someone there by 10 o'clock, so that'll work. That'll work. I was getting a little worried. I was like, man, I really don't want to sit around for 6 hours. Because this and the other vehicle I'm picking up today, the other vehicle's about 4 hours south, so it just puts me behind, and it's a reason for the whole trip. These mowers weren't the reason. This was just to get me out here. But all right, well, you know, it is what it is. I gotta find a right turn up here somewhere. Looks like it's a sharp turn. We will see you guys at the golf course. I don't know if the camera picked it up when I was backing in. That guy was coming from the right. He was like, yeah, I was expecting you. It's like, dang, I wish someone would have told me. I've been worried the whole time. I was like, I was just gonna